Taking care of your natural hair is not difficult. You are difficult. If somebody says that natural hair is very difficult to maintain and to take care of, they just don't know how to go about it. They just don't know, and they just haven't cracked the code. Today I'm going to be talking about hair porosity. For those who do not know what porosity means, porosity is your hair's ability to absorb moisture and how well it can keep that moisture in the hair, how well it can retain that moisture. So think about, for example, wash day. You've washed your hair, you've done all that you can. How long does it take before you feel like, oh, I think I need to apply some product into my hair because my hair is very dry and I don't like how it feels? How long does it take for your hair to reach that extent? That gauging of how long your hair takes to reach a particular extent, that is porosity. And porosity is split into 3 categories. We have high porosity, we have medium porosity, and we have low porosity. Usually when we are talking about porosity, you either have high porosity or you have low porosity. And we want everyone to try to come to the middle ground, which is medium porosity, which is basically normal, or what other people call perfect porosity. Knowing hair porosity is very important. It helps you figure out the products that you need to use on your hair, the techniques that you need to use on your hair, and the styles that you can go for, and what you need to be doing during the week. It just basically unlocks so many secrets about your hair on a personal level. How do you know that you have low porosity hair? I'm talking about low porosity today because I have low porosity hair and charity begins at home. Low porosity hair is hair that has tightly packed cuticles. So I want you to think about cuticles as the shingles on your rooftop. So if you have shingles on the rooftop, they're closely packed together and they do not let moisture get into the roof, otherwise the roof is going to be leaking. So basically, your cuticles, as someone with low porosity hair, are very tight like this. They're very packed like this, and moisture is really hard to get in. But once the moisture goes through a low porosity hair strand, it stays there for a very long time, and that's the good thing about it. So how do you know that this is low porosity hair? Low porosity hair is characterized by the following things. The first one is that it's prone to dryness, like it dries a lot and it's very crusty, it's very brittle, and it doesn't have a lot of elasticity. It really breaks because of less or little elasticity in it. But because the cuticles are very tight together, products do not sink in very well. So they like to lay on top of the hair shaft and they like to cause product buildup on the scalp as well as the hair itself. So if you're someone with low porosity hair, product buildup is something that you most definitely are struggling with. And the other thing about low porosity hair is that wash day takes forever. Wash day takes forever because the hair does not get wet very quickly, and even drying out your hair takes a while because, like I said, when the moisture gets into the hair, it stays there for a very long time. And the other thing about low porosity hair is that curl definition does not hold very long. So you may do roller sets, you may do, I don't know, flexi rods, you may do whatever. The curl definition, the pattern itself will not hold very long. But how do you test that you indeed have low porosity hair? There are 3 types of tests that you need to do in order for you to test to find out if you have low porosity hair. The first one is the floating test, which I do not like, by the way. Make sure that your hair is freshly washed, is freshly shampooed, and the hair that has just broken off or has shed from the shampooing process, take that one and put it in a cup of water and see what happens within 5 to 10 minutes. If your hair is still on the top, it hasn't sunk in or anything like that, you have low porosity hair. If it sinks all the way to the middle, you have medium porosity hair. If it goes all the way to the bottom, you have high porosity hair. But sometimes this does not give you the accurate results. So you want to also do what we call the slide test. You're going to take your forefinger and your thumb and you're going to slide along the length of your hair, from the ends of your hair all the way to the root of your hair. If what you feel is smoothness all the way, you have low porosity hair, because remember the cuticles are very packed together, so it's smooth all the way. But if you feel some bumps along the way, you definitely have high porosity hair because the cuticles are open. The other way that you can test if you have low porosity hair is by doing what we call the spray bottle test. So you're going to take a section of your hair and you're going to spray water, or you're going to spray herbal tea, and observe what is going on to your strand. As you're spraying, definitely if you have low porosity hair, you're going to see some water beads forming, and they're going to take time to sink into the hair shaft, unless if you massage the water in. If you don't massage it in, it's just going to evaporate and your hair is going to be dry. Once again, remember, the number one characteristic about low porosity hair is that water or products are going to lay on top of the hair shaft because the cuticles are closely packed together. Now, in order for you to enjoy your hair journey as somebody who has low porosity hair, you need to do the following things. Number one, you want to get yourself a clarifying shampoo. And when I say clarifying shampoo, I mean a shampoo which says clarifying shampoo. The consistency will either be gel-like or they'll have a clear color. You want to go for such a shampoo because it's easy to penetrate the hair shaft.
Now, I know that there's a whole debate on the internet whether one should have a sulfate shampoo or whether one should have a sulfate-free shampoo. My take on the issue is that your first priority when you're shopping for shampoos should be to have a sulfate-free clarifying shampoo as someone with low porosity hair. But if you can find that, then opt for a moisturizing sulfate shampoo and make sure it's got ingredients like cocamidropyl betaine in the first 5 ingredients and other moisturizing ingredients such as aloe vera juice and coconut milk.
Tip number 2 is that you want to use protein sparingly in your routine. Now, for somebody who has low porosity hair, having a moisturizing deep conditioner is very essential. Having a deep conditioner that has no protein is very critical. You can use protein only when you need to do a protective hairstyle, when you're taking down a protective hairstyle, when you want to do some heat styling, or once in a while, like every 2 months, just to have a balance of moisture and protein. And when you're going for protein, make sure you're going for light proteins such as silk amino acids and hydrolyzed proteins. So for example, the TCB Natural Strengthening Treatment is a good deep conditioner to use instead of a protein treatment, especially if you have low porosity hair. Tip number 3 is that apart from deep conditioning, you want to make sure that you are incorporating heat into your deep conditioning. You're not just deep conditioning, you're also steaming your hair. You want to use a steaming cap. If you don't have that, you can use a blow dryer. If you don't have that, you can sit under the sun. Yeah, you can sit under the sun. If you don't have that, just wear a beanie and a towel or a blanket on top, and your body is going to generate that heat for you. Guys, you don't have to wait for ESCOM, because ESCOM ESCOM can show you shaggy. ESCOM can show you shaggy. So don't wait for ESCOM. Tip number 4 is that I want you to give humectants a try. If you don't know what humectants are ingredients that trap moisture from the atmosphere and bring that into our hair and make sure that our hair is moisturized for a very long time. So for example, humectants include aloe vera gel or aloe vera juice. Honey, glycerin is also a humectant. You want to make sure that when you're buying your shampoo, you're buying your deep conditioner, you have these things on the ingredient list. Number 5 is that you want to start pre-pooing your hair. Guys, when I started pre-pooing my hair, my wash day became shorter. It makes washing a breeze. Guys, when you pre-poo your hair, you put it in sections and you step into the shower to shampoo your hair and deep condition. Things are just so easy because you don't struggle with tangles and things like that. For those of you who haven't started pre-pooing your hair, make sure you do that. And for those of you who do not understand what I'm talking about, what pre-poo is what you do before you shampoo your hair. And pre-poo is like what a primer is to your makeup routine. You put a primer on your face in order for your foundation to stay and not to move about, and that's exactly what pre-poo is to your wash day routine, for lack of a better explanation. But if you want to know more about pre-poo, definitely check out this video that I posted on my channel, and it has all the details that you need in order for you to learn what a pre-poo is and how to choose a pre-poo in terms of what your hair needs at that particular point in time. So start pre-pooing your hair if you haven't started doing so. Tip number 6 is that you want to start moisturizing your hair the right way. Make sure you're following the LCO method. For those who do not know what this is, a liquid product or a leave-in-based product that is water-based. And then C stands for moisturizing cream. This is also water-based. And you have an oil, and the oil is there to seal in all the goodness and whatnot. The L can also stand for water, can also stand for herbal teas, as long as it's something that you're leaving in your hair. It just doesn't stand for a leave-in conditioner. Now, I know other people don't want to do all 3 steps. Like myself, I just find it unnecessary. All right. So what I do is I just do the LO method, which is simple: a leave-in conditioner and an oil, and I'm done. But during the week, make sure that before you apply the leave-in conditioner, you have dampened your hair with water or with a water-based product like a herbal tea. Just don't apply the leave-in conditioner and say you are moisturizing your hair. No, start with water first, then the leave-in conditioner, then the oil last. So it'll be more or less like LLO method, right? But if you're just coming straight away from washing your hair, you've deep conditioned your hair, you've rinsed it out, then you definitely will just go straight into the LCO method because your hair is already damp. Now, for those of you during the week who just apply oil to your hair without dampening it first, what exactly are you doing? Because I don't understand. Moisturizing your hair involves two things: hydration and sealing. You're basically sealing dryness. And then in the morning you wake up and then you'll be like, but the oil is just dripping from my hair. It's soaked into my pillowcase. It's soaked into my hair bonnet. And you come to me worrying when you actually did not hydrate. Let's moisturize our hair the right way. Hydrate before you seal. And you don't have to do this every single day. If your wash day has been done the right way, you will just do this at least twice or 3 times a week. Okay, now that you know that you have low porosity hair, I hope that you're going to start treating your hair better and you're going to start navigating your hair journey with much more confidence and with intention. For those of you who have high porosity hair, don't worry, I'm cooking up a video for you guys and I'll be back to tell you what you're supposed to do. Otherwise, I hope this video was helpful, and remember to subscribe to the channel, remember to like it, remember to send it to your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.